Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see those partly cloudy skies out there this morning. Still seeing some low clouds lingering just along and off the coast. Otherwise, continuing with mild conditions as well. Temperature now into the 50s and will continue to be in the 50s and mild as we move through the day today. In addition to tomorrow, we'll see another mild day, and then we'll see a brief cool down for the middle of the week, and then back to slightly above average temperatures as we get towards the end of the week and into the weekend. Let's take a look at the current surface analysis. We have a boundary just to our north and area of high pressure to our south and southeast. It's giving us some of that southerly flow and keeping those temperatures mild in the local area. Looking at the upper level winds from this morning sounding, we had some west southwesterly winds near the surface, becoming more west northwesterly to westerly through the middle of the column there, and more west northwesterly as we get up in the higher levels there. Seeing our peak wind through the column today at 70 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level this morning was at 8,000 feet. If we look at our current visible satellite, we can see that low cloud deck still lingering just along the Virginia coastline here. Actually still seeing a ceiling on the island, not the case here on the main base. So expecting that to linger through the day today. Could see it shift a little further offshore with a stronger southwesterly component, but for now it's still lingering around. Otherwise, mainly some upper mid and high clouds continuing to stream through the area. If we look at the European model here, we'll see how things play out for the next several days. Again, mild conditions and quiet conditions as we move through the day today. That will continue as we move into the day on Tuesday as well. We'll see a weak boundary pushing into the area, or rather a dry boundary pushing into the area later in the day on Tuesday. That's going to end the above average temperatures and bring in some cooler temperatures as we move overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday, where we'll see a much cooler day as high pressure sinks down over the region briefly. Moving into Wednesday evening, we'll have a disturbance moving towards and through the area. That will bring our next chance for some precipitation over the local area, starting most likely late on Wednesday, as we can see the European model here. A bit more of the later solution out of the consensus, but indicating some rain moving through late in the day or into the evening Wednesday. There is a possibility you could see some sleet mixing in with that as it initially pushes through, and then eventually mixing over to all rain as we move overnight and into the first part of the day on Thursday. As you can see, plenty of rain shower activity over the local area through at least the first half of Thursday, with some of that starting to break up as we get later in the day on Thursday, bringing us a break in some of that precip activity. But as the trailing boundary comes through overnight Thursday into Friday, can't rule out a few showers in that time frame as well. Friday looks to be fairly seasonable to slightly above average day and on the dry side. And then as we move into the weekend, we'll be dealing with another potential disturbance, possibly bringing some precip chances into the area. As you can see here, the European model indicating some precip moving through the area as we move through the day Saturday, and possibly seeing a break in that as we move through the early morning hours Sunday before the trailing cold front behind that system brings another possible round of showers on Sunday, but still a little far out to really narrow down the timing there, but it does look like we could see some additional rain moving into the weekend. To take a look at the 24-hour weather vision chart for today, expecting those high temperatures to get up into the mid-50s today. We'll see southwesterly winds around 7 to 12 knots through much of the day, and becoming a bit more southerly as we get into the later part of the day and into the first part of the evening. That's when we'll have a chance for those low clouds sneaking back inland off the coast once again. So we do have a yellow risk for some reduced ceilings possible through that time frame, continuing into the early morning hours of Tuesday. We'll see our low temperature of 44 degrees early in the evening, and then we'll see those winds once again becoming more southwesterly and picking up a bit briefly. It's going to keep things mild as we move through the early morning hours of Tuesday. We'll see those peak winds 10 to 15 knots right around the midnight time frame, and then we'll start to see those taper down, becoming more westerly as we get into the start of the day on Tuesday. Tides are running normal at this time, and as we go into Tuesday, we'll see another mild, partly cloudy day. We'll see some slightly breezy conditions at times, so low end chance of seeing a wind advisory for our Tuesday. Otherwise, a fairly quiet weather day. And then Again, overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, we see that cool boundary moving into the area, so it's going to bring our low temperature down into the upper 20s as we start off the day on Wednesday morning. And then overall Wednesday, we'll see increasing clouds through the day ahead of that next system. And we pick up that chance for some most likely late PM rain and possibly mixing with some sleet. High temperature of just 40 degrees on Wednesday, and then we start off with that 30% chance during that earlier PM time frame on Wednesday, and then increasing up to an 80% chance of seeing those rain showers moving through the area early morning hours of Thursday into the first half of Thursday as well. Thursday slightly milder with a high of 57 degrees, and we'll see some slightly breezy conditions on Thursday as well. About a 20% chance of seeing that second round of rain showers moving through overnight Thursday and early Friday. And then as we move into Friday, we'll see a quieter weather day with partly cloudy conditions, highs in the low to mid 50s for Friday, and then staying in the 50s as we move through the weekend. Once again, picking up another chance of precip on Saturday with about a 40% chance at this time, otherwise mostly cloudy. And then we'll see about a 30% chance with that trailing cold front on Sunday, and otherwise mostly cloudy. But again, could see those, we probably will see those probabilities increasing as we move through the week and get a better handle on that weekend system. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.